Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube video. So today we're going to be talking about how the internet affects our relationships. Oftentimes we hear people talk about how bad social media is for this generation, especially older people who are dedicated to reminding us about how much more social and much more open people were back in the old days. And this got me thinking, is the internet really as bad as people are making it seem? When it comes to building relationships, it doesn't have to be necessarily romantic or family relationships. I'm also considering relationships such as those between students and recruiters, and those within professional circles, and even casual social relationships between people from clubs or groups that they participate in. So, having said all that and considered all those different relationships, what does research really have to say about social media use? It was found that actually social media enhances relationships and it gave them more meaning. And if you think about it, this actually makes sense. People usually post about important events or updates that are really important to them and that have a significant impact on their life. And if you think about it, if someone says, for example, they've graduated from university, you're really bound to tell them congratulations and really interact with them in a very positive way across all social media platforms or any of them. That's one way that social media enhances our relationships. Another way is people now stay in touch more easily than it was back in the day. I don't know about you guys, but I remember my family would call back home using a phone and then the line would drop. It was a whole mess. But now we have Skype calls and Zoom and all that good stuff that makes our interactions so much more smoother, so much more easier. You can actually see your family members and you can literally talk to them every single day and it wouldn't be a problem. And the more time you spend building a relationship with someone else, the better that relationship becomes. It's no longer where you go months or even years without talking to your family or updating them about what happened in your life. It's really easy now to just pick up the phone and call them, or just send them a quick text or send them pictures of your newborn, stuff like that. It's really easy to see how social media has enhanced relationships in general. Diving deeper into how the mechanics of this enhancement work, we're going to consider 4 main roles that technology and the internet take in our social interactions. So the first one is enabling, followed by facilitating, then it's inviting and encouraging. So let's break these down one by one. So enabling refers to how the internet makes it possible and allows people to interact with each other and socialize. It's when you take out your phone and have the possibility to interact with anyone across the globe. It could be a primary interaction, like calling or texting, or a secondary interaction, like commenting on someone's post or liking their picture. Moving on to the second main role, this one is facilitating. Now, facilitating is making it easy for social interactions to occur between people. How is this different than enabling? Well, enabling is making it a possibility, while facilitating makes it easy. So you can think of facilitating as having the ability to access Instagram and WhatsApp, that are social apps that make it so easy and straightforward to contact other people. The third role is inviting, which refers to informing people of the possible social interactions between others online. The internet plays this role by providing external motivators. This can be seen, for example, in Instagram, which has an explore page that constantly introduces you to new content. Inviting can also be seen when I invite you to like this video. Okay. So inviting can also be seen in TikTok, which has blown up recently. I'm actually thinking of making a video about how addictive TikTok is. So TikTok has such a smart algorithm that keeps you literally hooked by producing new and exciting content that is catered just for you. And it does this by studying what you really like. So how are TikTok and Instagram different, you might ask? Well, TikTok has the main page as the explore page, and it really invites you to explore and just go deep in the content that they provide, which can be, a good thing, but it can also be very time consuming. So the last role is encouraging, which takes place when the internet gives incentives and pushes people to start interacting or maintaining ongoing interactions. An example of encouraging that I can think of is, for example, when someone likes someone's post and then that person likes their posts back. I see this a lot. Or, for example, when someone comments on someone's post and you see them also commenting back. This is really interesting in that it's not very direct, that social media itself is encouraging you to interact, but we've been so trained and conditioned to sort of like the comments and the likes, and it's such a rush for us that it's very much encouraging in a very indirect way. It's encouraging us to react to other people with the promise that they're going to be reacting to our content too. And this can be seen across literally all platforms. Encouraging can be seen in TikTok, which I found very recently that it sends you actually notifications about different videos on their platform to push you to watch their content and their videos. Which is very new. I've never seen that. No one really, like Facebook or Instagram, they don't do that. They don't send you notifications to draw you in and encourage you to react or watch those videos. So it's very much like pushing you to use the app. Very interesting. So those were the 4 rules. Again, these are just theories, just ideas. Don't take them, as law. Just something to think about. The main rules are not the only reason that social media is enhancing our relationship. It also depends on our personalities, more specifically our attachment styles. And our attachment styles do reflect how we treat our partners and people within our relationships, especially children with their parents. And it can be easily translated to social media use. The different attachment styles depend on 2 factors, avoidance and anxiety. So, avoidance is when you stay away from something or try not to do it. So, for example, someone's said to have high avoidance if they avoid confrontation and avoid really dealing with their problems. Now, anxiety, on the other hand, is feeling worrisome and nervousness. Someone is said to have high anxiety when they're really worried and nervous about their partner. And they're thinking, oh, they're gonna find someone who's better than me, someone who's more prettier, smarter, etc. And they're just really anxious about people leaving them. The 4 different attachment styles are secure, preoccupied, dismissing avoidance, and fearful avoidant. Social media can affect the different attachment styles very, very differently. So, for example, if someone is high on anxiety, they're more likely to feel anxious with the use of social media and be negatively affected by it, thinking that people around them are gonna find someone who's better, smarter, etc. The ideal kind of attachment style is secure, which is low on both anxiety and avoidance, meaning that it's someone who is secure within their relationships and comfortable talking about difficult or awkward topics. This kind of attachment style really thrives on social media, and it keeps people connected and together, since not only do they have nothing to worry about, if they did have a problem, they're more likely to go to that person and just talk it out. Now, I'm not going to dive deeper into the different attachment styles, so I'll leave some links down below in the description bar and you guys can check them out if you're really interested. It's really easy to think about why people consider social media such a big enemy to the world, basically. And when we look at the statistics, it's really easy to see how social media it can be considered not only something bad but really addictive. It was found that the average internet user spends more than 16 hours per month online on a global scale. Now, this is an average, so numbers can be skewed and it really depends on the region, but 16 hours is still a lot. The greatest online use is social networking sites like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, etc., followed by internet searches, reading content, communicating on email, visiting multimedia websites, and shopping online. And it was found in 2019 that almost 2.25 hours per day were spent on just social media use. So that's a lot of time just browsing the internet for not really gaining a lot in return. You're really losing time rather than using it in a good way. But I think that the internet in general is such an incredible tool and you make what you can with it. If you want to view it as this addictive black hole that's meant to destroy lives and really hurt people and see it as very negative, then that's what it will be. But if you choose to view it as a tool and utilize it in a positive way, then I think you're bound to be much brighter and more positive about your perspective on social media, and you're more bound to use it in a positive way. For example, like building a website like me, or opening an online e-commerce business, or just use it for education and learning. Those are all the points I have today. Again, if you want more resources, you can check the link in the description. I'm also gonna link my article so you guys can dive deeper into the topic. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you subscribe since I am going to be putting out at least one video each week. So there's a lot more content coming your way and it really helps my channel. So yeah, I hope to see you next time and take care.